Ian. Okay, those of you that know me, I generally don't put a huge amount of preparation for these things, which is good, I think. I don't want to go and pick the two best children. I don't want to go and pick that child. You know, you're always a bit wary when people come up and say, this is amazing, because you know that someone in the Scholastic office has probably tailored a few of these things. I'm logging in as a teacher and we'll just have a look. And I swear that is what I do. I don't plan this stuff that much, honest. I'm a PPA teacher, so I've not used this with any children at all. All I've done is set it up and give it to year 3 and 4 so far. We've had it about 6 weeks, and they're using it, and that's it. I made a guide of how to use it. It was one A4 piece of paper with about 4 notes on it, and that was it. Very simple. Yeah, it's very easy to do. And setting up classes and groups, I mean, I'll go in, this is all live now. Again, there's no presentation, it's just this is the live actual site. The internet's always slow, it's BETT. We'll give it a go. Setting up all of the usernames and passwords came via CSV, via Excel spreadsheet, which if you've got a learning platform or Sims or any of those kind of tools, you've got all that anyway. So we just took it from there, chucked it into here, and made all of our classes and groups with the class management button rather than the ones on there. User management, there we go. Yeah, so we set it all up. We've got our classes here from class 4, which is year 1 and 2, right the way through to class 11. We also then set up maths groups as well. These are all done by CSV. The ones over there, it's just drag some children out and you're in this group, you're in that group, whatever. Very, very simple to do. So let's find the other page that came up over here. So like we said, you know, the teacher's there. We've not used it for literacy yet. We're just using it for numeracy, and actually just in year 3 and 4 because we're starting slow. We can't just go full school with everything straight away because it's not how people work. As we said, just to drag things in, just picking any old activity on the search and assign. The good thing that we found is that you can pick for our lower ability year 4s a year 3 activity, and it doesn't say this is year 3 or this is year 2. It just says here's an activity. So I could go year 3, if we're looking at APP, which we're sort of trialling, we're looking at QCA or objectives and blocks. Every teacher in the school seems to plan in a different format, so we just pick one of those. Let's go for security number facts, go, and then there'll be some activities and we can go through and have a look. Very, very simple. We can then set this and drag it across. I won't, because the teacher will kill me on Monday when the choice is an activity to use. The way we've been using it is a little bit at the beginning of a module, a little bit at the end of a module. It's not every day we do this, because that's not realistic. So we have a few activities about shape and space, and the children generally in the first session of a module will do a carousel of 4 activities. Some are outside using a computer or maybe a netbook or whatever. The others are doing some other activities in the classroom. And then in 3 weeks' time, once they've learned about the shape and space, we'll come back and we'll see, did they get better? If not, why not? If they did, great. If they already know about shape and space, let's take out the bit about coordinates, and we can change that as we go through. Results, again, I could just very simply go through, let's go for this class here. You can click on a whole class and see various results. At the moment, the teachers tend to just do 3 or 4 activities at once and just see how it goes. Sometimes the children like it and they do 17 of them have done that one. Sometimes, name that decimal. I wouldn't do that if I was a child. 2 of them have done it. So they kind of pick and choose a little bit because we want to see what they think about it as well. I can choose a child. I'm hoping I picked a class that use it quite often, and you can see the results that they've got. I can go right in and see what Charlie, so it's mostly Charlie, isn't it? I can see what Charlie or Addison or anyone else has done quite easily through there. I mean, you saw the snapshot page just now, and I'm not going to lie and say we're going to use this for all of our assessment, because we're not. We're also going to use it as part of everything else we do. We're going to use this as a bit of an indicator, like you said, with some of the other tools, with some mental maths that we're doing, with some other sort of assessment we're doing as well. But it's just a tool that actually kind of confirms where we think the children are. Now, we've had the discussion at school where do we set homework and do the homework tool, because what if the mums and dads go on there? The scores will go down probably, but they might do that. So we're sort of looking at how to use it so far. We're not, you know, a year down the line, we're just a few weeks at the moment, and that's one of the ways that we've been using it. What I did though is I got some children, and I generally, no one will believe this at all, but I generally walked into a year 3 or 4 class and said, I need 2 children to talk about class pet. 20 hands went up, and I went, right, you 2, let's go. This is 2 takes. The first take, because the teacher came in and made loads of noise, we had to redo it. So this is just 2 children talking about their class pet and what they've been doing so far.
Okay, so what can you tell me about Class Pet?
Well, I like Class Pet because it's a fun way to learn maths, and I like it because at the end, when you've completed an activity, you can select a sticker and then you can put it in your sticker gallery.
Okay.
I like Class Pet because you can choose different activities instead of going for the same one, because there are usually more than one, so you don't have to do the same sheet.
So you can choose the order that the activities are done?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you used Class Pet at home?
Yeah, once.
What sort of activity did you do at home?
I did the homework one at home.
Okay. So you're doing maths tests at home and maths activities in your own time?
Yeah.
Would you choose to do that in future?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much.
There you go. So, not a huge production values. It was a 5-minute, just grab some children very quickly. But hopefully that makes it more real than if I sat there for 2 hours trying to do it. But I could have picked any child. They all wanted to come and say, this is fantastic, and they love doing it. Some of it is, we can replicate it on paper, but if you put it on a computer, boys especially, we're not that bright. On a computer, it's much more exciting. It's a maths test on the computer, and they love doing it because they're a bit weird. But that's children a bit, I guess. So, I mean, I'll stick around for a bit if you want to talk to me about what we've been doing. But that's kind of it so far. Just a little bit of a demo, a little bit of a play. We haven't gone into the planning side of it. We haven't done masses with it. But so far, after about 6 weeks or so, our kids love using it. So do come and speak to someone, and we'll share what we know, really. So that's it. See you.